Hey, good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me? Oop, it's not connected. Let's see if it connects. There we go. Looks like it connected. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hope all is well. This way. All right. So, starting off with economics, the jobs report was 11,000 more claims than last week. So, dropped below the zero line. Very negative report. We added 11,000 more claims than last week, dropping us down um, all the way down to negative 16. Compared to last week, that is a steep drop. So very negative report. Let's see. I think there was a few others. We got existing home sales at 10 Eastern. Philadelphia Fed also negative. It's not a market mover, but it's something to pay attention to. Very negative as well, negative 16 below the zero mark. We are seeing some aggressive buying into an area where liquidity should be sitting. I have it from pre-market to 224.84 down to 224.38. We had obviously dropped because of that report, and there may be some stops just slightly above, maybe in the 224.80 range. So I do have 224 puts, 223 puts with 224 in my active trader since we are 224.39 at the moment. There are some massive stops on the buy side that is getting hit so far. There was a huge iceberg sell that was detected. Uh, I would prefer, like I said, it's not up to me, but I would prefer price to go just a little higher first. Make it that with 50 seconds until cash open. I'm really looking for us to drop that 224.40 area since we're just above 224.44 right now. That would be a great place. But the higher the better as we're seeing aggressive buying, which I believe will be coming up against passive selling. 15 seconds until cash. All right. Market is opening now. 224 puts going for $61 per contract. See that rejection first would be great. So 224, as I said. All right, entering here, 224 puts, $62 per contract. Ooh, look at that drop. Don't give up now. Don't stop now. Come on. That was one hell of a drop just initially, right? Don't give it up now. All right, just made a 220, was it 224.15's current low. Getting a bunch of absorbing buyers. There we go. Again, entry was 62, 71. Come on, give me that once. I'm gonna move my stop because I'm not gonna. Okay, all right, never mind. 72 is uh half. So I'm moving it to 64 to protect that. I'm about to say, I think it was going. That's all it was going to give me, but that was a nice little quick drop. Let's see if it continues down. Sellers are still, as buyers are trying to recover. It's a huge sell order. Ooh, look at that sell order. Okay, do we make a new low? Let's see. Can we make a new low? 224.10 is the current low. Look at that. Ooh, look at that massive sell order. Okay. I don't think the buyers are trying, but the sellers, and they just made a new low. And the buyers they keep trying. Back to 71. They keep trying. I don't think I'm gonna get the 81, 82. So it looks like 64. Yep, that is it for me. 63. So I got 10. That was a massive selling. I don't know why the buyers are keep trying. Maybe they're more liquidity to grab. That was massive. All right. There is a nice little area 224.63 too. Let's see where that goes. And you were a couple cents away from it, so it may not be a perfect one, but starting to see some reaction. All right. Well, I'm done. Let me move over to everyone else. So 62 to 72. Nice little and then protected it at 64. Would have loved to get 20 on today because again tomorrow I will not participate because of Fed tomorrow at 10:30. All right, Mike, 61 to 69. Fire. You definitely could have got that 71. I'm not sure what happened, but that was definitely your 10. Fire to that one. All right, 62 to 72, then protected good discipline to 68. So you locked in even more profit. Fire. All right, 65 to 72. Not the best, but not the worst either. So fire. 63 to 73. Fire. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I would have loved to get at least 20 because I took a loss on Tuesday and making some of that money back and then definitely green on the day with that 10. I mean on the week with that 10, playing the odds number, the game since we're short week. So that price is, let me look at the books real quick. Price is in that area I was looking at. Okay, now the books are showing massive stops in this area. Um 64, 63. Let's see. That gotta, well, I don't say it gotta be. I don't want to say that I know 100%, but hey, look at that rejection too. Here's the second 5 minutes. Uh, let's see. Deviation one was just rejected to the downside in that confluence area of 264. So, caught the small bump down off that area of liquidity, which gave us the 10. I wonder what this is going to do here. And it's reacting hard too. Uh, absorption of buying 64. Okay, 52 would have been the entry price if that worked out. Excuse me. But they're reacting pretty heavily from that 224, 62 area. 24, 62 to 224, 81 is like they're not allowing price to go up there anymore. I don't know what the volume looks like. Yeah, volume profile is saying the same thing. So a couple of confluences. The books is reacting. massive stop that was hit just a second ago. Curious to see where how far we go. If we turn this back into a red day right now, just curious to see where we go if we continue down. That's a massive wall of selling there. Right off that 224.63 that I said, they are dropping it. Heavy area of selling. So if you, I don't know if anybody caught that one. I didn't play it because I already made my money for the day. That is awesome. Back to VWAP now. So that would have been, I don't know what the price was. I think I said 52. So would have gave you about $4 at the moment. But this thing is reacting down now hard. Yeah. See if it creates another wave of selling. Looks like it's trying to at the moment right now. Some reaction, some take profit for sure. Starting to come out of that area of liquidity that I marked. 224.39 is the end of it or the edge of it. It's a downside. Currently a red day. Went from green, red to green to back to red at the moment. Yeah, they're coming in pretty hard. EOC of pre-market was just was dropped, but it's back up. 224.34 is pre-market's point of control. They're testing it, dropped it a cent. Right now, price is just below VWAP. So rejected the deviation to the upside, confluencing with that area that I mentioned in earlier, 224.63 or 64 up to 224.81. Get quite 10 cent, but damn near, depending on where where the entry would have been. All depends on if it can drop the 224.33 area. Maybe potentially go back to a whole number of 224 flat. Because right now there's no whole numbers around since we rejected going up to 225 flat. So 224 flat could potentially be a whole number that the market want to target. That is 40 or 39 cent away to the downside. Here's the third 5 minutes. I think there was a report coming out at 10, right? Yeah. 20 minutes away. So exiting home sales. It is a market mover. So they're trying to come out of that liquidity area 224.39. Looks like they're dropping it 224.30. So they just made a newer low, not a new low of the day, but a newer low. And it's still kind of rejecting that pre-market POC, but the books are showing heavy selling. There's heavy seven, speak if I could speak, heavy selling on executed orders as well. There's another drop there. So a newer low, not the new low, but a newer low from 224.33 to 224.27 and dropping. Okay. So yeah, if they target 224 flat, potential 224 flat area, but hopefully that would have been taking profit. I think I just saw it went to 61 or 62, so that definitely would have been another $10 there. All right, so I think I've done enough. Or is there any questions or comments? Let's see. System. Um, yeah, I mean, I've created few YouTube videos that hopefully explains how I see the market. I did one recently, I did two actually. I got to go back to my YouTube channel to see what dates they were, but it was one that was, I think it was titled TradingView something. Um, I may have put it in the useful videos. Let me see. So yeah, TradingView charts is in the useful videos. I went over my setup on how I have my TradingView, and then at the end of that video, close to the end, I started to talk about how I see the market, how I use market profile to determine and my this is my way of thinking it. Who's buying TVs, if they're not buying TVs, if you ever heard of my analogy and how I view it, where they buying TVs and where they're not buying TVs. It's kind of how I look at um, buying and selling, right? Just think of it as a business. And you can use anything, substitute TVs with phones or whatever. But all right, so now it's 60 66. So that I just as I'm speaking, they're selling down. So hopefully that help. You can always private message me, ask me any questions. I can direct you to anything. Let me finish reading the rest of your message. You said something about books, I think. Any books that you recommend? Yeah, I recommended a few. Also, my YouTube channel for sure. Uh, yeah, real-time observation has been beneficial for those of us. Yeah, for sure. I mean, being able to look at it for yourself is going to be better than any YouTube channel. I think mine hopefully can lead you into what to look for from my profile because that is actual buyers and sellers that are actually putting in orders to move the market. That's not an indicator that does calculations of movement. This is actual real buyers and sellers, whether they're bigger players, hedge funds, banks, whatever. These are people who are actually making orders, whether they're doing it through algos or they're actually physical traders that's on the floor. So market profile, I like the split version versus the standard, even though the standard can give you some information too, especially about value. Split kind of gives you that liquidity, or not kind of, it does give you liquidity, and where the money is, where the stops are. So if you want to start visually looking at it, yeah, my YouTube for sure. Couple videos up there. And I think I put them in a playlist. So there's a beginners playlist there as well. So, and then probably message me too. I can try to hopefully that answers your question. Um, Books too. Let's see. Useful. I'll probably message you the books that was assigned to me um when I became licensed and trading for a particular company. So I had to read before getting an account. Look at the selling now. There's no doubt selling was there. No doubt in my mind. Just took a minute, but selling was there. Still wouldn't have got the 80 though. Looks like only 74 at the moment. So we took profit at a good time. All right, everybody, I gotta get out of here. And no place for me tomorrow as there is um Fed announcement tomorrow, 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna save our protect our capital. Let's get to emotional moves. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I will talk to you all Monday.